Okay, hey, we're back with River City Ransom.
Oop, my bad.
What were we doing?
I don't know.
We were buying things.
Seeing what stuff does.
I remember all the fun tricks. Yeah, we spent all of our money. Woo!
Aw.
Did we just want to beat the game? Or did we want to save up to get Merlin's magical pole for $10,000?
We're kind of running low on funds.
Yeah.
We don't exactly know where we need to go, unless it's just to the end.
I think it is. I think it's literally the school. I think there's a boss outside the school. What else? Merle.
Look out!
Get some money. I'm taking it all.
Oh, we're here. Headbutts. Oh, look at that strategy.
Get between, or try and get away from being in between our whip attack.
Yeah. Ooh.
It was $8.
Oops.
Oh. Mookie, stop throwing me. How are you weak?
I don't know.
I feel like I'm the one that got my disadvantage, didn't I?
Otis.
Oh. Otis showed me what's happening. Otis!
Hey! Otis.
Otis! Oh, don't pick it up. Oh, that's it. That's it for me. Otis showed me his true strength.
Dang. If I'd stopped grabbing him and
Yeah, my problem was I kept picking up the stupid whip, and then I would
slow down.
slow down. Need some money. Hey, buddy, can you help me with my money problem? Oh, I killed one off screen. I don't know if I got it or not.
Potty training, yay.
Yeah, it's the worst thing in the world.
So I've heard.
You want me to bring the toilet down, dear? Oh, sit on the big one. You're fine.
Not blocking. How do you block a bat? Oh, great. What? Ow. So weak.
Because we have like a 1 in defense. We need to up our throw power. That's the problem. We have one kid who's phenomenal at potty training. He'll sit on the toilet if you ask him. He's gone pee-pee in there a couple times. And we have one kid who's doesn't want anything to do with the toilet. He's just like, no, I'm just gonna shit in my diaper.
Which one?
Gray's good at potty training. Finn is less enthusiastic right now.
That was my guess.
Ooh, throws a trash can.
The trash man? If that was his name, the garbage man? I can't remember.
From Sunny?
Yeah. We forgot the to sand off the sharp edges.
Yep, no, don't kill me. I knew it was coming. Alright, man, I guess maybe we need to purchase some funds.
Alex or Ryan, whatever.
Come on, Finny, can you sit, please? Oh, sorry. I guess we try and buy something.
No! That lasted long.
You guys are like, come on.
At this point, we're just bullies against these. Oh. Probably beat him up 50 times.
My glasses. What's yours? No. Man, like 20 bucks is like cap out, go to the store.
Wow.
Oh, get out of there. Back to town.
Do you know actually what a block is? I know I do it sometimes. But
You just, when you push the button when they're attacking you, A or B.
any of our attacks?
Yeah. But I don't think you can block like weapons. Do you want me to bring down the Elmo potty, dear? Yeah.
I got a good shower in.
Okay, you took a quick shower.
Yeah.
Take a coleslaw. Alright, I think defense. Max power is probably good.
Oh yeah, there was something that was like 90 cents or something. They brought your defense up, wasn't there?
It's
like
like, it's like a candy, yeah.
Chick Witch.
No, I'm gonna say the Chicken Shack was kind of a bust. Anywhere you want to go? Or you want to push for more money?
Oh, let's see what's over here. What's this?
The classic tea bag. I mean, my health is getting maxed out like nobody's business, but
Let's do a pound cake.
punching is my guess.
Ooh.
Oh, punch and kick.
Let's do a fresh juice. Like where did you get 16 stamina from?
Where did I get it
The
from?
game. What is 16?
Number. I feel like do we be like collected money from earlier levels?
So the guides are easier? Oh, I ran into the wall.
Yeah, I mean like
Oh. Man, Benny.
that needs a block machine. I want to kick this into somebody. Come here.
Not being very careful. Okay, well. serve for that.
Like how we both missed and then almost met to punch each other. Oh. Come on. Health Club Sauna.
Food up somewhere. What's this? A bookstore?
No. I don't know if it's food.
Thanks.
Like, I don't know how many, like, no. I don't think this is more town.
Me either.
So, if you want food, there's the Chicken Shack, and then there's the tea place or the sauna, which is the health places. Otherwise, I think it's like books, CDs, and drugs.
This chicken?
Yeah.
We'll see what's.
I think chicken's at least a cheap place. Like, the most expensive thing is like a $4 combo.
Do white meat. Oh.
What's that? Is that what you wanted?
I was hoping to get a little more health.
Your parents are here, dear. Those drugs, right? Hey! Okay. Don't you... You're fighting me, bud. Yeah, I think it... Morning, morning.
Morning.
Hello.
And I have no health left. Stop it! What is that?
Really... I feel like we should go back an area.
Okay.
One thing.
I guess so.
Yeah, I said, let me go up.
I get the coat on fine.
You want to get your clothes in your boots? Oh, now. Crazy. Sun's out, snow's out.
Oh no, because we can't re-jump over the, Remember this. I mean, technically, I'm sure, like, if we upgrade our jump, we can, but...
I get lost.
Well, yeah, we pretty much have to die to do it. One of us has to die.
Yeah. Oh, sure. Is this the tea place?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like all I ever get is just like stamina. It's like the main thing. This was punch and kick, right?
Yeah.
Lemon tea's a joke. I don't need willpower. It's the one stat that goes down.
Oh.
Yes, please. What? Give it to me on loan. I like how they kick you out if you do that. They're
Right.
just like, get out of our store. That's the throwing one. Javelin. Chicken. Alright, drugs.
Wow. What is a karma jolt?
I don't know. We're gonna find out.
Love potion.
I bet you Karma Jolt's willpower. Where it's just like, hey, you're gonna get a jolt of standing up faster. Oh, that's one. Okay. Throwing.
Brownies, they're good for weapon use.
Yeah, big time. You have all of the cookies. I mean, it's up to you if we want to, like, I have no money now, so if we want to go back, I'm willing to die, because, like, half of $2 ain't going to do anything for me.
Yeah.
Or we can keep hanging out and getting our, like, small incremental stuff.
I don't. If you want to go back, we can go back.
I mean, it's either that or we just try and, like, push through and beat the game.
Yeah. Either way, I don't. Not like. I don't have something specific I want to save up for. Unless you do.
No, not really. Oh, that's that. $16 defense. I've somehow increased it 1 in the course of the game.
And yet, like, I get hit 3 times and all my health's gone. I guess I just need to not get hit.
My throwing is where it's at, though.
You got that weapon,
Yep.
and I'm the one that always uses a weapon.
That means we're playing to our strengths. We can. We'll make an honest attempt at trying to beat it, and if we end up back in town, we're gonna go backwards.
Oh, where are you going?
Backing up.
It's a good try, but
Look how he's targeting you, so he doesn't mind if I just walk up and kick him in the stomach. Yeah, that was daddy. Hey, Dave Blockington.
go for that rock or brass knucks. Uh-oh. Bonus. Oh, he's so fast.
Oh. That should be it. I think we go up.
Man, you didn't give him very much money.
Yeah, Otis doesn't have any cash. I think I remember us having to do... Okay, there's still like, there's a 3D space here. So you can still bump your head. Come on.
Yeah, I didn't land on the rim. Oh.
I know there's a... Unless it's just like... I know that we have to get up there.
Yeah, obviously, because unless it's just the end of the... Stop jumping off.
Up makes them jump off.
Makes sense. Oh.
So using a joystick, you just slightly tap up.
Go over.
You should be able to just jump to the second bar. Just like a... Might just be the stairs back at the beginning.
Plague. Wonder where they decided everyone needs to say barf as they get beat up.
If somebody in real life got beat up by one of the developers and he threw up afterwards.
Oh.
Big eyes you have, Tex.
Yeah.
You can take it. I think I got Otis.
Or plague. Oh. Something happened.
Nothing to concern yourself with, twins. That was like 20 bucks. Think there might be... My sources tell me that there's a secret.
Wow. Oh, where'd she go?
You went home. Worth it.
Oh. How dare you?
Might just be able to, if this is the same floor. Here it is.
I was gonna say, I thought there was something about the roof.
Yep.
Who's this guy?
That's just Simon. You're pretty quick to pick up that bat.
Take it.
It's evil power.
Some sort of story behind this.
Yeah.
Did you get the?
I don't think there's money to get since he's the... All of them.
Oh,
Every single gang. Yeah, we rescued Cindy. I like how it's just Cindy was rescued in time to go shopping.
yeah, that's pretty bad.
I don't think, and I don't know if you have, I don't think I've ever beaten River City Ransom by myself. I don't even know if I've ever made an honest attempt at it. It's always been something that we just play. And so I'm just like, we cheese a lot of the bosses of just get a weapon, get on both sides of them, swing. Because if they block one of us, the other one hits them in the back of the head. Like, how tough is that final boss if it's just one-on-one, if you're like trying to go toe-to-toe with
trying to
him?
fight the two twins would
Yeah.
probably be pretty bad too.
Manual package was designed by Kei Mukai.
Yeah, it wasn't the best. It wasn't a
It's
high
not the
display
honor.
of skill.
It's not the honorable way. That is River City Ransom. I do want to check something while the credits are rolling. I'm gonna check if the manual talks about like the abilities.
Yeah. It's because I still don't. You get stamina and
Stamina
max,
was just
max
like
power
health.
every single time you get it, but
Yeah.
it seems like they don't go up and down the same. But I think because it was something about the more max, the more stamina you grab or something like that.
Stamina. This shows how much stamina you have left. Make sure you don't run out or you'll die. Max power. This shows how much of your maximum power is left. If this number remains high, you will gain stamina more easily.
Yeah, that's what. So how do you keep your max power high?
I mean, who knows?
Because it would say it's
little...
maxed. Every time you bought something, it'd say max power is maxed out, but you wouldn't. You only get like one stamina from them.
I think it's funny that they list all the money that you get from head bosses, and they just have Simon ? Like, no money, you win. It's just like
Yeah.
like
Like
Randy and
like
Andy give you $18
It's
a
a question mark. Like, wait till you get it, and you'll be
Yeah.
surprised, and then you don't
Like,
actually
no,
get
you just-
anything.
you just won.
That's kind of a that's not a that wasn't well thought out. You think, oh, maybe I'll get like 100.
Okay, so this manual is actually pretty in depth. It tells you buying to buy books
Oh, okay.
because it has like list of shop. It's just like, okay, bookstore will sell you tricks, coffee shop, bread shop, drugstore, fast food, sushi bar, shoe shop. And then it's like talks about takeout items, and then it says like, here are tricks that you can buy at the bookstore: stone hands, quick punch, dragon feet, quick feet, grand slam. You have a weapon in your hand and you swing it at an enemy, it hits them very hard. Fatal steps: you can jump on an enemy while he's lying down. Acro circus, spinning acrobatic attack, javelin man. All you have to do is pick up an enemy you've beaten down to the floor and throw them at another one. Both of them will stay away from you for the rest of their lives.
Not necessarily, because you fight the same guys over and over again. Next time you're in their turf, I bet he's back.
Yeah. Don't beat your enemy too soon. During a long fight, watch his changing reaction. He'll also start talking. Yeah, okay. I was initially gonna, like, we were kids and we obviously didn't read the manual. Didn't care. We were just like punching, kicking. But I was gonna...
Get the super punch, super kick.
Yeah, I was gonna...
Flip move.
I was gonna kind of not get points because it's just like so much relies on you spending at the bookstore, but you don't know what that stuff is.
Mm-hmm.
But the instruction man tells you, and we were just dumb.
It's got every item listed in there?
Not every item. I mean, you can... It has the bookstore stuff.
Oh, look at that flat top.
While you're looking at that, I will pull up our list. It's towards the end is like the bookstore and shop stuff, but
It shows you how you can ride on a tire.
yep. It had like. I also remember like when the bad guys hold trash cans or boxes, you can jump on top of their trash cans or boxes, and then they flip out and they just start running with you on top of them.
Yeah.
But like you can't hit them from up there. It's kind of pointless. Does the very front of the first couple pages do a story at all?
It's got this thing starting with a quote.
But it doesn't say like this is the story, because the back of the box has a story, but it doesn't have the right character name. Slick, the meanest, most powerful gang lord in River City, has issued this ultimatum, and the entire town is powerless in a grip of fear. Fortunately, Alex and Ryan weren't in school the day Slick took it over, but now their fellow students are prisoners. It's up to our two young heroes to battle their way past several dangerous city gangs, then defeat the gang lord, which is presumably Slick, to free the students of River City High. But in the game, his name is Simon.
I think there was a Slick, maybe, but
I feel like there was a Slick, but I feel like that was like boss number 1.
yeah, they kind of did a riff of this. Oh. No, yeah, same thing. It's in this first
In
page.
the manual. I mean, hey, whatever. Video games were tough back then, changing languages.
Oh, so they're not even bats at all. It's a lead pipe and a stick.
I hope it's just like literally like a tree branch, like a really thin tree branch.
It's got a weird picture. That doesn't look like a stick. It looks like somebody made it into a wooden sword. But
Yeah, it looks like the Yakuza wooden sword that you can pick up and beat people with. Call back, Yakuza.
E-type, B-type, C-type.
I think that's you can pick the type in the beginning of the game.
Oh. All the shops are in the shopping mall. 3 types. A is takeout, B is eat in, C
Oh.
is do both. It's information nobody needs.
I need to find a good takeout
At
place.
least make them all types.
Yeah.
You could just say there are 3 kinds of stores. You'll gain a lot of weight. Is that serious? It says the sushi bar. Try a mixed roll. It's delicious, but don't eat too much or you'll gain a lot of weight.
think that's just the commentary on overeating. I don't think that has anything to do with the game. There's no weight stat. Oh no, I'm 220. I'm too fat. I gotta get down to 180. Do like the end, you really can't do anything, huh?
Try to do many different tricks. You could find a new trick that nobody else knows.
Okay.
About that? Somebody knows about it.
Yeah. Somebody somewhere. It's like, let me see your controller. Oh, you're. Yeah, this is just one of those. The game, once at the end screen,
Yeah.
just
Turn
reset
it
your
off.
console. Do we rank it?
Sure.
So River City Ransom.
Wow.
What?
These they actually have like individual traits. I didn't know that. I mean, I guess you would assume it, but like it says, the jocks will never throw a weapon. They'll use them, but they'll never throw it.
Huh.
It's kind of weird because you'd think jocks would throw things, but
Yeah, they only throw
not
footballs.
here or there.
They care about their weapons too much. Maybe that's.
Obviously, I knew some were stronger than others, but
Yeah,
I didn't know the
because
home.
there's one that's just called like the generic dudes. And you're like,
Yeah.
they're probably not that tough. Do 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 do.
Well, I'm glad we got more in depth than I have ever been before. That was kind of the
Point of picking
aim
it.
in picking it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah. I mean, I think there's a lot to kind of unpack that we certainly didn't know about as kids. Like, we knew buying stuff got you things because you would buy stuff and they would say like strength +1, but I don't think we ever made any connection to like this is how we get stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah, that stick is like a blade. Tex, he's the ornery head honcho of the Cowboys gang. He is at his toughest with a weapon in his hand, so watch out.
Is he the guy with the big eyes?
Yeah. Otis, though not too strong, he is very clever. His sharp tactics make him very difficult to defeat. I don't know. Otis kicked our ass. I think he was pretty
Yeah.
strong.
We were just weak.
Yeah. We needed to do the face him, give some sandwich between us, so that
Yeah.
nobody can fight us. All right.
It's hard to stand up to being a sandwich of two guys with
Lead pipes.
Lead pipes banging their chain. But it is what it is.
Where does River City Ransom rank, Bob?
I'd have to look at the old
Is
list.
Is
But-
it the best game of all time?
It's up there for me.
I mean, let's start. Is it better than Topspin?
Yes. Oh man.
I'm trying I wonder how different I would feel if I played it by myself or you played it by yourself. Because would it be like a real drag to realize you have to upgrade your stats? We literally beat it. We could have beaten it in one episode. It took us a half hour in this one
Yeah.
to beat it, and we were us kind of putzing around and buying stuff.
Yeah,
at the
we
Chicken
didn't. We were
Shack.
kind of going back and forth. We didn't.
Yeah, we didn't
weren't
commit.
attempting anything.
So I wonder if you actually had to sit there and be like, man, I can't take on Otis. My strength isn't high enough.
Yeah.
If I would feel differently. But
in that, there's nothing really unfair about it ever.
No, and I mean, like you lose half of your money, and if anything, it just kind of tells you like hold on to it. Like
Sure.
if you're going for something expensive, and you're gonna need to like every now and then stop, spend $8, take a shower to get full health, so you
Yeah.
don't lose 50 of it by dying.
Yeah, and you kind of gotta like, I don't know, not do anything
Yeah,
stupid
Yeah,
while
it's
fighting. Like you gotta take every guy one by one and
yeah,
save
or
up
like
versus like, oh, I'm gonna try this flip and hit one guy in midair and then spin and hit the other
keep
guy.
it like
'Cause you'll
keep
end
your
up-
back to like the next screen, so if like things start going bad, you can just turn around and like peace out as opposed to
Yeah.
being like stuck at the end. Or I think my only complaints is I think like the two like go in the, we'll just call them dungeons, like the one that's got like the big jump and stuff like that. I'm like, well, that means you can't, like the whole world isn't open because you can't really go backwards without killing yourself or leveling up your
Yeah.
agility.
I don't remember that part, and I didn't expect it, so that was kind of dumb on there. I think it was
Yeah.
just an error on their part versus
Yeah, and maybe
them
it's
like
us.
wanting to do that. I think I mean, they had to know. So
Yeah, and maybe it's us because we just didn't level up whatever jumping stat is.
true.
But the other thing is just like there's almost too much to buy, that it's
Yeah,
like
also true.
if you were playing by yourself and you're like, because the whole crux of whatever we're gonna say that this YouTube thing is like we're trying not to look stuff up on the internet, like
True.
so you'd sit there and you'd have to have like a notebook and be like, okay, I bought the gravy. That's 1 defense, or whatever it was. Like, okay, now I went to the drugstore and I bought Karma Jolt, and that's 10 throw. Because you'd get to a point where you're like, I don't know what to buy. I bought my books,
Yeah.
because those are outlined in the instruction manual, and then you'd be like, how do I get strength? Okay, I'll try buying this. Nope, that got me willpower. Okay, I'll
Right.
try buying this. Nope, that got me kick.
And that there's two things with that. One is one's a good and one's bad. There's one bad thing is it could be a little boring, just
Purchasing things.
purchasing things just to see what they are.
Yep.
But the good thing about it is it's not you have it exactly laid out in front of you what you're doing and how to do it.
Yeah. Like
You're
I
not
just
like spending 3 days literally looking for something, and like you would in some games, like,
Yes.
without having to look it up.
But you
can
think
look
like
anything up,
every
but-
every shopping mall has a different set of, we'll just say 5 stores, right? So like
Yeah.
if you grinded money and you went to the first shopping mall and you're like, I'm gonna buy one of everything,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna write down what that stuff does, and then by the time you got to the second shopping mall, none of that stuff would carry over. You'd be like, crap, the first shopping mall had Joe's Chicken Shack, and I knew a combo got me 1 health, and now I'm at Smile Burger. Like, if I buy a combo, that got me, 1 throw. It's just like, oh, and I got. Well, I'm just saying, like, it's not a big negative, but it's like if you were truly trying to like max stats, you're either buying the same thing over and over again because you know exactly what it gets you. Like,
Yeah.
I just want strength from just buying a brownie, 99 brownies at $1 a piece,
Yeah.
or you're like constantly just like ping ponging around. And I think that's probably the point, is you want a well-rounded character. But
Mhm.
it was when I was just like, we were at the end of the game and I'm like, my defense, I've gotten 1 point in
Right.
because everything else I've bought has been non-defense items.
You'd never end up being like, oh, I need this and this, so I'm gonna go buy this. You'd have to you'd have to like lay over and keep buying other stats that you might not even want or need just to
Yeah.
get this other stat filled because you have to buy a specific thing. But
Yeah, like I said, it doesn't mean like, hey, I think this game's garbage because I had to buy things. It's more or less
Yeah.
just like, they probably could have made that. Even if the 5 different shopping malls all had like one of the same store or something like that, so you're just like, okay, I always know that the Smile Burger combo gets me full health, and there's a Smile Burger in every mall. I don't know. I don't know. I don't make games for a living.
There's not a lot of like secretive stuff, I guess, but there's a lot that like you don't know.
I mean, there's
You
that
have to-
secret store under the bridge that sells $200
This
like
is true.
Poseidon's spear, and you're just like, am I going to get to use a weapon? And
Yeah.
it turns out it's just like, no, your agility
Yeah,
goes up 20
Excalibur, you're
points.
Like Excalibur, what? That's crazy.
I think
And
like I remember when we played this as kids, I remember thinking Excalibur would be you would walk out with a sword. Like no more baseball bat, no more whip. I would
Yeah.
have a GD sword that I would swing like it's Final Fantasy, like and just be like you just murder people left and right. But it's like no, your strength goes up too. You know, you're like, oh, well, would I eat it?
yeah, that would have been a disappointment to save up 100 and then get nothing.
Yeah.
Just get like a
Willpower up 25.
Yeah,
You're like,
and you just see your health bar go up halfway. You're like,
yeah.
oh, okay.
Oh, okay, that was worth it. Thought I was gonna walk away with a weapon that I could throw at someone. Okay. I mean, I think we're probably in agreement that this is the top 10.
Oh man, see, because it's like then you look at Turtles in Time and it's like that's almost just as fun as this game.
I mean, I'm.
But
I don't. It's
I don't
definitely
think this is
well,
worse
fine.
than that. That's for
Definitely top 15, right? We like it better than Mario 3.
sure. Yes.
So that puts us at 15. Katamari. I mean, it's hard to separate nostalgia for River City Ransom because it is like literally
Yeah.
if I was to put like what are my 3 childhood games, like this is probably River City Ransom is one
Yeah.
of the 3. It's for
Yeah, I
like
was
River
gonna
City,
say-
it's like baseball, Little League baseball.
Yeah, before playing it, just thinking about it, you're like, oh yeah, that's one of my favorite games.
Yeah.
But favorite doesn't necessarily mean it has to be ranked high. But
Yeah. I I mean to me, I would probably put it if I'm the only person ranking it, it's probably number 10 for me. I think it's better than NBA, but I think I liked Yakuza 0 better. But obviously that puts it above Revenge, puts it above Turtles. Literally like this is the childhood block.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Revenge, Turtles in Time, River City Ransom, like that's
Yeah.
childhood block.
Yeah, no kidding.
Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, that's where it gets hard because it's like there are.
I mean, if
It's
you were
so tough because it's like such a. Well, I mean, literally, it's so similar to Super Spike V-Ball because it's like
yeah, it's the same company.
same company. So it's like
I like
so like to put like because I like it just as much as I like Super Spike V-Ball, I think, and Turtles in Time,
but those
but
are
they're like so far away
those-
from each
those
other.
are like 6 spaces apart.
Mm,
I think I like Super
I think
Spike better than
I do like
River.
Super Spike V-Ball better. I think it's just more like exciting. I think.
Yeah, and I feel like I mean like there's a simplicity to Super Spike, right? I mean it's like
Yeah,
you're like
it's-
there's no it's literally just your skill takes you there. There's no like okay, you know, whatever. I got to backtrack to find this head boss because they mentioned him being at the park and then I got to you know, level up and blah blah.
Yeah.
Blah. Like those are all
There's
positive
I don't
things
think
to
there's-
River, but Super Spike is literally just like pick a team, go. You
Yeah, and then the skill level of the teams you play just keeps getting bigger, so it's not like it never feels like out of place.
yeah.
There's just that
Except
one.
for the Russia.
There's that one mechanic where you can never get the ball over the net. I don't remember what it is, but you keep if you do it, you'll never. I can't remember what it is, but you'll always hit it into the net or something like that.
Oh.
Oh, and you dive maybe or. Oh, when your teammate hits it into the net, I think maybe, and you dive and hit it,
Oh yeah.
you should be able to hit it back up. But it's never,
Yeah, it
never a
always-
success. It's always a fail. But other than that, I don't know why we're talking about that. Yeah, it's definitely not. I mean, it's like Super Mario Bros. Is like not
Yeah.
just so iconic. We
That's-
gave it buco points for.
Well, it started
for
off at
its-
number 1, and that's the thing is like it's the first game you put it at number 1, and then you always go like, is this really better than Super Mario Bros? You're like, probably not. Mario Bros is like
It's got those like legacy points.
I got the legacy points, and I think for Super Mario, it's like it teaches you in game how things work. Like it's a real like good staircase to difficulty.
Yeah.
Because like you can give anyone Super Mario that can play with a controller, and they can immediately go like, okay, yeah, maybe you die on the first Goomba because you don't know you can't run into it, but then you're just like, okay, now I can jump on it,
Yeah.
and now here's a little pit, and then all of a sudden you get to like World 8, and you're just like, I need to go under the Hammer Bros, and here's how I
Yeah.
handle Bowser.
And
like,
they got the spinning flame
Yeah,
ball
like-
things.
within the course of 8 worlds, you become an expert at that game.
Yeah. Okay, that's true. It's pretty decent. I mean, we get into this all the time, but it's like you start looking at it, and it's like less of a discussion of where the other things should go on the list.
Yeah,
But
I mean, listen,
just ranking
a
this
perfect-
one,
it's a
yeah,
perfect
it's
list.
not better than.
there's
n-
no way anyone can argue
I
that
don't think I
Revenge
could-
is not the number 12 or best game or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yes, in comparison to this, like that's the thing is like I'm just putting it, like I agree. I think I would put Turtles in Time probably above River City Ransom if I'm just looking at Turtles. Like if I'm just like, what game would you rather play again?
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably be like, well, Turtles. River has more going for it. Like Turtles is just an arcade game.
Yeah.
I mean, you pick a character and maybe they have a longer reach, maybe they don't. But River does have this kind of like leveling up element and saving your game, and it feels more. Turtles plays like an arcade game. It is an arcade game.
Right.
River City Ransom, I'm like, oh, this is like a baby's first RPG kind of. You have to worry about stats. But yeah.
Yeah, for this one though, I guess I would not put it above Spider-Man or Yakuza either. So
Yeah, I mean, you can
I
also
think-
say that it's like, maybe I am fine as long if it's in the top 15. I think I'm happy. So if you're just like, hey, I think it should be below Revenge and Turtles, and we want to put it at like 13 or 14, I'm okay with that. I think if we get farther down, like I don't think it's worse than like Super Dodgeball. Again, same company did Super Dodgeball that did this and Super Spike.
right.
And I feel like there's a very clear hierarchy to those games. Like Super Dodgeball's fun, but it's pretty simple. And then there's River, and then there's Super Spike. At least that's how I would always put those 3.
Yeah.
So it's just like I wouldn't see it under Super Dodgeball, but if you're like, hey, I think Legend of Zelda 1 is better than River City Ransom, which I would
That's-
imagine the entire
I'm-
world would agree with
I'm
you.
struggling with that right now that I'm looking at the list. I was like, I can definitely make a case for
And
the
because
same
that's
thing we've said about Turtles in Time
Yeah.
and Revenge, but then I was like, whoa, I don't know, I think it's better than Zelda.
I think for me,
Um,
I think Zelda got a bad rap because Zelda was never my childhood game. Right? Like
Yeah.
that was you, and like I would play it sometimes at your house, but it's like it's the Mega Man 2, Mega Man 4 debate, right? You had 4 and played 4, I had 2 and I played 2. So like
Right.
I'm always going to put 2 higher than 4, and you're probably maybe always going to put 4 above 2. And that's like
I don't know.
I
I
never
put it
had-
above it, but I don't. Yeah, I have less of like Mega Man 2 is the greatest Mega
Yeah.
Man because I only played it
a couple
at your
times,
house, at
yeah.
your-
And Zelda is like, I'm sure we owned Zelda, but it just never made it in my rotation. So I'm just like, yeah, I get it.
I
get
remember
it.
after we beat Zelda, it was a little bit. I wouldn't say disappointing, but didn't get ranked as high as I thought it was going to. But that was me and you. It wasn't just like you
Yeah.
and me compromise. Because I was like, wow, like I just remember the head bosses were all really dumb and easy, like a lot of them.
Yeah, I mean, to me, and if we're going like Zelda, and people don't listen to our fucking YouTube channel anyway, but I think like there's a big part of Zelda is there's this element of you have to do the exploration, right? You have to bomb bushes, you
Yeah.
got to push statues, like you have to do that to figure out secrets. I was able to rely on you
Mhm.
to remember a lot of that stuff or
Yeah.
know that stuff, so I didn't waste time on it. But if it was me having to be like, I need to go buy bombs, I need to go buy or blow up another 6 bushes and hope that something comes out of it, like that would have made me a little salty. It's
Yeah.
been like, okay, nothing happened, nothing happened. But maybe like I'd get that elation from finding it.
Yeah, I was just gonna say you don't get the like a whole adventure of
Yeah.
of playing the game for the first.
Yeah, I
or
just
second time or
get
whatever.
to sit there and be like,
That's what I was gonna say that as well. That I was like, it was me telling you how to beat it, and then just doing it myself
yeah,
when I was playing, and then when you were playing, it was like,
oh, go here,
not
blow
that
this
I was
up.
like,
No, you
just,
weren't.
like,
You weren't
strictly-
backseat driving
but it was
by
just
any
like-
means, but it was one of the things
yeah,
like
you
I would
don't
have
get the
never
experience or like experience, I guess, playing it through.
I mean, it's the
completely.
same. We're just shooting the shit now, but it's the same as like when we played Ocarina of Time, right? It was just
Yeah.
like we both accepted the fact that like sitting, recording ourselves playing takes away from the adventure of it because it's not like let's get every heart piece, let's dive into every hole, let's do all this.
Yeah.
It's like you're playing it knowing that you have to hit an end game.
Oh, okay.
If you want to put it under Zelda, yeah, yeah, that's right. I mean, the new 14 pushes Mario out of the top 15, Katamari to 15.
It's hard because I have such a soft spot for River City Ransom.
Yeah,
That
I mean that's
I was so like obviously I picked it
Kickle
out of any other game to play. It was the
Kickle
game I picked,
Cubicle.
so.
I will always love, and we're gonna have it in 20, right? Like it's not a great game. It's fun, but it's not.
True.
It's not the best game.
But I would recommend it to almost anybody that wanted to play a video game, though.
Yeah,
Unless there's somebody I know wouldn't be able to figure it out, but I don't know how you can figure it out. But you know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
Like, because it's not like unless I'm talking to somebody who only likes playing first-person shooters or something like that.
I would still say
you know?
Kickle Cubicle, and I would
That's
say
what I'm
like
saying,
you,
is
you
like-
get to shoot with your mouth.
That's what I'm saying. It's like a really fun game.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, but that's a thing.
I
There,
mean,
it's just
if
like
we're putting it top 20 games. How many games are there? So obviously it's fun, but
yeah, it's like that's a game we both think is great, but also we have accepted that it's not the best.
sure.
And that's where I think like I can think that River's great and also be like, yeah, I mean most people are going to have a lot of fun with this game, but they're going to play it and then beat it. They're not going
Forget
to be they're not going to be like, holy shit.
Yeah,
River
20 years
City.
from now, they're not going to
Yeah.
be doing something and have a
Yeah.
chance to pick any game to play,
Yeah.
and they're not going to pick River
They're
City
not going to be
Ransom.
like, all right, I'm going to play the best games ever. Mario, Zelda, River City Ransom.
Okay, well,
I think under Zelda is maybe the right. I think I've been talked into that. Like I think Zelda is probably a better. I shouldn't say probably. Like I think the whole world has decided Zelda is a more complete and better game.
yeah, I didn't spend too much time thinking about where this is going to rank, but I probably, if I just could go back before we beat it and just where I would have assumed it, I assumed we would have put it at top 7 probably.
Oh yeah, I think when you
If I
picked
were-
it, when you picked it and we started playing, I'm like, this is a top 10 game easily. Like I'd be like, like, oh yeah, this is probably going up there with like Mega Man 2,
yeah.
Super Mario Worlds. Like I probably would have if I was to quick look at it, I would have said it would have been our 5. I would have been like, I think we would both like this more than Super Mario.
Yeah. Right.
Like that's gut instinct, but do I really think it's better than Super Spike V-Ball, Spider-Man, Yakuza, Turtles in Time, Zelda? Like probably not. Like that's probably the nostalgia pushing it up 10 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you.
So
Because
you,
like we were saying, to compare it to the similar games, literally Super Spike V-Ball is not as good. I don't think it's as good, which is weird because I would have never said that before.
yeah.
But Super Spike V-Ball is just like for what it is, it's almost flawless to me. But
Oh, it is flawless.
other than the
If you regardless of what system, I know we're now like well over talking time, but if you told somebody like, hey, I want to play a volleyball game, there's no better
yeah,
3D,
do, like,
2D,
Dead or Alive,
yeah,
girls in the
extreme
bikini
beach
volleyball?
volleyball 5. You would just be like, I don't care if the game's 20 plus years old. The best volleyball game you can play is Super Spike V-Ball.
probably I would. That's exactly what I would say.
Yeah, so like that's got to count for something.
I thought I played a whole lot of volleyball games, but
Bob, come on, we're pretty close to experts. I think I've played 2. Okay. I mean, I'm putting it. Did we technically reach agreement?
I think so.
All right. Oh, that's not how you spell ransom.
Yeah, because I don't think there's a doubt in my mind that it's better than all the games below it. Katamari would be very close.
Yeah, Katamari is very fun, but
But other than that, those games below it, none of them are better. And the ones built above it, you can make a case. So I think that's a strong place to put it.
All right. So, quick recap. I always like to do this, even though no one cares. Super Mega Baseball falls out of the top 20. And Bugs Bunny Birthday Blowout falls out of the top 30. And Ni no Kuni falls out of the top 40. But good news, 99 Vitas. You're hanging in. 42. 42 out of 44. Are you just upset? You think World Series of Poker should go higher?
No, it's just funny that I don't know why it is, but it's just funny to me that Ni no Kuni is so low. Like a game like that big, and
Yeah.
you would think that
I'm gonna be
they would
honest.
have
It's
something
there's
redeeming
there's
about
probably
it, but
like a huge grudge that I'm obviously just like I ended that game so sour. I mean, like I mean that has to be part of it. I mean, like you think about, it's the same with like Lost Vikings. Lost Vikings, the last level was so frustrating to me that it probably fell like 3 points just because of that. Because I was just like, Lost Vikings is a game that if one character dies, you have to start the whole mission over. And if you make a level that's 40 minutes long with no checkpoints,
yeah.
that you get like 28, 30 minutes in and somebody dies and you're just like, start all over. And it's not an easy level. So just because you beat a part the first time doesn't mean you're going to beat it the second time. You're just like, I'm angry. And then you're just like, this was a number 5 and now I'm going to put it number 8. But okay. River City, the new 14. I think that's a good spot for it. Okay, let's spin the wheel of friendship. Oh, phew. Just beat River.
Finally.
Finally, what a game. What a game. Let's spin to see what we play next. 3 spins.
Keep going. Oh, dang it.
Original OGX. Come on, Freestyle Street Soccer.
Poker 2.
Poker 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Oh, that looks weird in the middle. Slowing down, it doesn't look as weird. Tom Clancy.
Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six 3. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Ooh. Gotta let that ad load in.
Oh.
NES. Could it be Final Fantasy? Could it be Mega Man 3?
could it be?
Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle. It's Final Fantasy.
Okay.
All right, 2 spins in. Original Final Fantasy. Remember how many times we started that at your house?
Yeah, quite a bit.
We'd always get to the vampire cave where we'd get, and then we were just like, this is rough. GameCube. I mean, I already. Let's see. Am I not pushing the buttons right? How do I get to the other selections? Harvest Moon, A Wonderful Life. Okay. So,
Interesting spins.
Rainbow Six, Harvest Moon, and original Final Fantasy. Okie dokie. You'll find out what we pick next time.